Israel's military is continuing its attacks on the Gaza Strip after a 4-day ceasefire aimed at securing the release of Israeli hostages held by Hamas. The ceasefire was brokered by the government of Qatar, and it is set to begin on Friday at 7 a.m. local time. The first batch of hostages, consisting of women and children, will be released at 4 p.m. Israel has received a preliminary list of names from Hamas. The agreement states that at least 50 hostages, many of them children, will be released in exchange for at least 150 Palestinian prisoners and a temporary ceasefire. Additionally, trucks carrying essential aid, such as cooking oil and fuel, will be allowed into the Gaza Strip. Hamas has an incentive to release more hostages, as every 10 additional hostages freed will result in an extension of the temporary ceasefire by 1 day. If the deal is extended, more Palestinian prisoners will also be released at a ratio of 3 prisoners for every hostage handed over. President Biden, who is spending Thanksgiving in Massachusetts, expressed his hope that progress would be made in the negotiations. Families of the hostages in Israel have been anxiously waiting for 6 weeks, hoping for the safe return of their loved ones. One mother, Hadis Calderon, described the anguish her family has experienced since her children were abducted by Hamas gunmen. She expressed her desire for her children to come back and be healed. While some American families prepared for Thanksgiving, a dining table was set in Tel Aviv with a seat for each of the 236 hostages held in Gaza. However, the temporary ceasefire has been met with skepticism by Palestinians in Gaza. They demand an end to the war entirely and the release of all Palestinian prisoners. According to prisoner rights groups, there are over 200 Palestinian children and around 75 women in Israeli prisons. The total number of Palestinians currently held in Israeli jails is over 7,000. Palestinian journalist and activist Johara Baker emphasized the Palestinians' desire for freedom and liberation. The release of Palestinian prisoners has been used as leverage by Israel in negotiations with Palestinian leaders for many years. In 2011, Hamas agreed to release an Israeli soldier in exchange for over 1,000 Palestinian prisoners. Israeli hostage negotiator Gershon Baskin believes that Hamas is eager to release women, children, and elderly hostages because they are a burden on the militant group. He speculates that once Hamas has only soldiers in their custody, they will demand the release of all Palestinian prisoners in Israel. As the expected pause in the fighting approaches, Israel is continuing its mission to destroy Hamas. The military spokesperson has stated that there may even be an intensification of operations before the pause begins.